Hello my dear students, welcome back to CMI's online classes. In today's class for the students of Standard 8, we will continue with chapter 7 of our English grammar, the tenses. In our previous two videos on the same chapter, we have already understood the classification of tenses and we have already understood simple present tense from the simple tenses, and in our previous video we have also understood present continuous tense from the continuous tenses. And today in this video we are going to study present perfect tense from the perfect tenses. So we are going to understand what kind of actions are expressed in the present perfect tense and what are the sentence structure in affirmative perfect in the sentence in sentences in affirmative present perfect tense, negative present perfect tense and interrogative present perfect tense. See the present perfect tense. So as we understood that in the present continuous tense is framed, the sentence structure of present continuous tense or the actions in the present continuous tense are expressed by using be verbs plus before. Okay, this is continuous tenses. Okay, now we will understand the present perfect tense. So we have to understand here, we are before understanding the present perfect tense, we have to understand perfect tenses. So what are the sentence structure, which verb forms are used in the present perfect tenses? Like we take be verbs as the helping verbs and before as the main verb to write sentences in continuous tenses. In the same way, when we use to have verbs plus B3 means the past participle form of the verbs. Okay, when we use to have verbs plus B3 in sentences, it frames perfect tenses. Okay, now we already know there are to have verbs means there are the groups of to have verbs like has, have, had, mainly has, have, had. So here in this present perfect tense, let us understand the sentence structure in positive form. Subject plus has or have from to have verbs. Has or have from to have verbs. Has is used when the subject is singular and have is used when the subject is plural. After that, the present participle of the past participle of the main verb. Past participle of the main verb is B3 plus rest of the predicate or rest of the sentence we can say, or the rest of the words. Okay, in sentences. So this is the positive form. So has or have are used as the helping verbs in sentences when we write them in the present perfect tense. Okay, so when to use has and when to use have, I have already explained. I hope you have understood. Now the negative form in the present perfect tense, we already have subject, we already have helping verbs. After helping verb we will use no or not. Here not we have to use. Okay, because no or not are used to frame sentences in negative senses. Okay, so here not is used after the helping verbs has and has or have. After that, after not we have to use again B3. Okay, that means subject plus has or have plus not plus B3 plus rest of the sentence is the negative form, is the sentence structure in negative form in the present perfect tense. Okay. However, the form we are going to express, but we should use the group of to have verbs plus be3 or the past participle form of the verb. Okay. Now, interrogative form. Interrogative form. How do we form questions in present perfect tense? Okay. So, when we are framing questions in present perfect tense by using helping verbs, as I've told you, whenever we frame question sentences by using helping verbs are used at the beginning of the sentences. Like we already know, we have has or have as the helping verbs. So these two helping verbs are used at the beginning of the sentence, like has or have. Plus, as I told you that subject comes in between the helping verb and main verb whenever we frame question sentences by using helping verbs. So here helping verbs are used at the beginning of the sentence. Now subject, now main verb. Main verb, we are learning about the present perfect tense, so main verb should be be3 plus rest of the sentence or rest of the predicate. Okay, understood? So now we will try to understand by framing the sentence. Now see, number one, he has done this work. If I say he has done this work, now subject plus has or have. He is singular, so we have has. Has is used with singular. Plus, see, if you go through the sentence structure, subject plus has or have के place में हमारे पास already have है, has है. Okay. Now done is the B3 form of the do verbs. B3 plus this work. We can also say the rest of the sentence. Rest of the sentence. Now if you change this into negative sense, see, he subject plus has, have verb, okay, not, see, negative, after helping verb not, okay, plus not done, B3 plus this work, rest of the sentence. Okay. Now, if you write the same sentence in interrogative, so he has done this work. So helping verb is has. So has is used at the beginning of the sentence. Helping verb is used at the beginning of the sentence. Now subject comes in between the helping verb and main verb. After helping verb we will use subject. Now main verb is done. Has he done this work? Interrogative sentence. Now this is in interrogative sentence in positive form. Now negative form, has he not done this work? Interrogative but negative form. You can also use the contraction form of has and not. Okay, when we use not and the have verbs separately, then we have to use subject in between them. But when you use the contraction form, then contraction form is used before the subject, like hasn't he done this work? Understood? So I hope you have understood the sentence structure. So now we have to understand what kind of actions are expressed in the present perfect tense. We use the present perfect tense to talk about the actions. What kind of actions? An event, incident that took place in the recent past, with the result having an effect on the present. Now, वो काम जो अभी अभी हुआ है, okay, an event, incident that took place in the recent past, तो just now, just past में हुआ है, अभी अभी हुआ है, with the result having an effect on the present, लेकिन उसका असर अभी प्रेजेंट में भी है. Okay, so that is why this kind of actions are explained in or expressed in present perfect tense. Like, I have forgotten my cell phone. I can't make a call now. What is the result? I can't make the call now. Okay, what is the cause? I have forgotten my cell phone. So if you see the sentence structure, I, subject, plus, because whenever the subjects are I or you, we have to use plural. So have is plural, V1. Okay, so I have. So here, have, we have to understand that we have to use have as the helping verb in perfect tenses. Here we are doing present perfect tense, so we have to use either have or has. So subject plus have. In place of have or has, we have here, plus forgotten. This is the V3 form of the verb forget. Okay, plus my cell phone at home. This is the rest of the sentence. Now, another point to understand, an event that took place in the past whose exact timing is known. Okay, so an event or incident that took place in the past, वो काम या वो जो एक्शन जो पास्ट में हुआ है, whose exact timing is known, जिसका exact timing पता है, ऐसे कामों को भी हम प्रेजेंट परफेक्ट टेंस में एक्सप्रेस करते हैं. कैसे काम? ऐसा काम जो पास्ट में हुआ हो और उस एक्शन कब हुआ है, कब हुआ था, उसका एक्शन का टाइम हमें पता हो. ओके, फॉर एग्जाम्पल, द म्यूजिक कंपनी हैज रिलीज्ड अ न्यू एल्बम ऑफ डिवोशनल सॉन्ग लास्ट वीकेंड. वी कैन राइट लास्ट मंथ और लास्ट वीकेंड or the few days before. Okay, if you want to know the exact timing. Okay, now an event that began in the past but which continues up to the present. Okay, so ऐसा इवेंट और ऐसा काम जो पास्ट में हुआ हो, बीता हुआ समय में हुआ हो और वो अभी भी वो काम जारी हो. दैट मीन्स वो काम अभी भी कंटिन्यू है. ओके, दो इट इज नॉट एक्सप्रेस इन द कंटिन्यूअस फॉर्म, बट व्हेन वी read the sentence, we come to know that the action which is expressed is continued at the present time when we speak about the action. Like, I have known him since 6 years old. That means before 6 years I came to know about him. Okay, that means I have known. That means still I know. I am in touch with him. Okay, that means at present time also this event is continued. Okay, now number 4, our experiences. Okay, our experiences and our degrees. कोई भी experiences और कोई भी degrees अगर हमारे पास है तो हम प्रेजेंट परफेक्ट टेंस में एक्सप्रेस करेंगे. लाइक, आई हैव सीन ऑल द एनिमल्स ऑन द डार्क हार्ड डिस्क. ओके, लाइक, I have completed my graduation from the Bihar University. Here, अगर आप कंप्लीट कर भी चुके हैं तो आप हैड नहीं लिखेंगे. ओके, बिकॉज जो भी एक्सपीरियंसेस, जो भी डिग्रीज होते हैं वो हम हमेशा प्रेजेंट परफेक्ट टेंस में एक्सप्रेस करते हैं. ओके, आई होप यू हैव अंडरस्टूड. नाउ पॉइंट नंबर 5 इज आवर एक्सपीरियंसेस यूजिंग एवर नेवर विद द प्रेजेंट परफेक्ट टेंस. सो हमारा जो एक्सपीरियंस है, हमारा जो अनुभव है, जिसे हम एवर या तो नेवर के साथ यूज करते हैं, तो उसे भी हम प्रेजेंट परफेक्ट टेंस में एक्सप्रेस करते हैं. लाइक, आई हैव नेवर गॉन snorkeling in the sea. Okay, have you ever come first in an examination? Okay, now we have to understand that what kind of sentences are expressed by using never and ever. Like here, never is used only in positive sentences. Okay, Never is used only in positive sentence. I have never been on the boat. Okay. Mom has never eaten mushrooms. So never is used. I think it is negative sentences, because I have never been on the boat. Never means that I have not been on the boat. Okay, this is negative sentences. Okay, because it gives us the sense of that there is know about the action. Okay, like mom has never eaten mushrooms. Never means mom has not eaten mushroom. So this is negative, not positive. Okay, students. So I hope you have understood present perfect tense, the structure of sentences in present perfect tense, whether the sentences are in positive form, negative form, or in interrogative form. Okay, and also I hope you have understood the kinds of actions that are expressed in present perfect tense. But still, if you have any doubts regarding the present perfect tense, kindly raise your doubt in the class period. But today, for this class, this much for today's video, this much for today's lesson. Okay, so we will continue with these tenses in our coming videos also. And whatever the problems you face during the class hour, kindly write down your problems, write down your doubts, and get clarify it. Thank you so much, students, for being the part of today's class. Thank you so much.